What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today I've got a story time for y'all about that Minecraft kid I told a story about a bit ago. One of my friends hit me up and told me the story of a time that he was in PE with him and the kid started like literally punching trees to show off his Minecraft skills. And yeah, I didn't really know about that at the time, but you know I gotta tell a story time like that. But before we get into it, be sure to press the like button, otherwise no joke, no scam whatsoever. You will have to fight the Minecraft kid and he will punch you like a tree. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so about 2 days ago, I told the story of this kid that was in one of my classes that was obsessed with Minecraft, dressed up as a creeper, would like hiss at people, you know, never really showered, all that stuff. And I didn't really have any other crazy personal experiences with him. I'd heard stories and whatnot. But obviously, someone that I went to school with hit me up and said that they had a story about him, like, literally punching a tree, and I could not say no to that. So this all starts in our PE class. The way PE works in, like, Nevada is that during the summer, it gets crazy hot, so you have to be inside the gym. We had, like, a pretty big gym at our school just because they were aware of the fact that, like, kids would be using it for the last 3 months of the school year. So, you know, you could have a lot of people in the gym, and in our gym, there was these windows that overlooked into the field, and in the field, there were some trees. Now, Nevada's not necessarily, like, the greenest place on the planet, so when I say we have trees, they're not like a Minecraft tree, they're not like a pine, they're usually really thin, kind of like desert trees. We got a lot of, like, African trees because it's a desert, you know, not a lot of water, and they just don't tend to be super thick trees. They just tend to be a little shorter, a little skinnier, nothing wrong with it, it's still a tree. But for whatever reason, one day, I guess in PE, they were walking laps around the gym, and the Minecraft kid ended up looking out the window, seeing these skinny trees, and said something along the lines of like, yeah, I could probably punch those and collect the planks from it. And listen, man, I understand that, like, yes, in Minecraft, you can punch a tree, you can turn your punch tree into planks pretty easily, it's a simple process. But you would think most people would be aware of the fact that that's not how a real tree works, right? Like, lumberjacks aren't out in the forest with boxing gloves on, just RKO Mayweathering trees to get them to split up and give us stuff that we can use to build a boat. There's a lot more involved there, and in fact, I would go out and say that punching a tree is probably the worst possible way to cut down a tree. But regardless, he kind of is flexing loudly that he thinks he could punch the tree and collect planks from it. And obviously, whenever somebody says something kind of dumb in a situation like that in school, somebody is going to be like, no way, you can't do it, I dare you. And for whatever reason, I will give the Minecraft kid some credit. He did like to do dares, you know, he wouldn't really back down often. So as soon as somebody says, like, there's no way you could punch the tree and get anything out of it other than breaking your hand, I dare you to do it, he decides that fine, he is gonna go out there and try to collect this tree with his hands. And at this point, my friend who told me the story time literally tapped the Minecraft kid on the shoulder and told him that he thought that was a really bad idea. I would say that even if a professional, like, athlete, a combat athlete, told me that they were gonna go punch a tree, I would still kind of give them a look and be like, why would you want to do that? That's just gonna hurt your hand. And Minecraft Kid was nowhere near a professional, like, combat athlete, alright? Minecraft Kid would be lucky if he could walk from one end of the gym to the other without running out of breath. But whatever, he doubles down, he tells my friend he's a moron who simply doesn't understand physics if he thinks that punching a tree isn't an efficient way to do it, obviously, because video games have done it before, it has to work. I thought it was a meme that, like, certain kids, you know, really believed that video game logic was the right logic. Like, I thought we all just kind of agreed that, yeah, enemies in video games are dumb, you know, they don't make a lot of sense. A lot of stuff in video games doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't really make a sense you can punch a tree in Minecraft. It's a video game, so you just kind of let it slide. But for some reason, dude, I feel like this kid looked at video games more like a tutorial, you know? Like, oh, if you're just enlightened on the cheat code to use in life, then you can run around punching trees like there's no tomorrow. That's Lumber Liquidator's big secret, dude. You wonder how sometimes people can sell hardwood floors for so cheap? It's because they've got the magic trick to just go out there and punch trees instead of actually having to cut them down. Regardless, he kind of runs out the gym, and when you open the door in the gym in the back section, when, like, it wasn't already open, it sets off a little alarm thing. So the little alarm comes off, so the coaches start walking over to see what's going on, because the alarm's going off. And they get over there, and there's all these kids there looking out the window, and sure enough, there's the Minecraft kid kind of running out to the trees. They're a little bit away, but he's jogging out there. And they're like, what is he doing? Is he trying to get out of school? Like, is he trying to skip? And all the kids are like, no, he said that he can punch that tree and like bring back planks of wood. He said that he has the ability to like fight a tree and win and then get materials out of it. And you would think that a teacher at that point would be like, goodness gracious, I cannot let this continue. This kid's gonna hurt himself. He's gonna hurt his hand. I can't have this happen on my watch. And that's what a normal teacher would do. But I think we can agree that like PE coaches are usually the cool teacher, you know? And the PE coach literally looked at the kids and went, okay, I gotta see this too. He was interested, and how could you not be? Somebody starts swearing that they're like the Shaolin monk of lumberjacks. You gotta see if they can back it up. And he calls the other coaches over. So now it's like the 3 PE coaches standing there, all the kids looking out this window at the Minecraft kid who's still running over to the trees because he's not the fastest dude in the world. And finally, he gets over there and he looks, and he can probably see the fact that there's a lot of people gathered in the window. Like it was pretty easy to see into it. And he kind of waves and like does a pose, you know, to show off how strong he is. And everybody's kind of like, oh, this is not gonna go well. As I said, this kid was already known for being just a little bit out there, maybe a little bit bizarre. This is the same guy who hissed at people and didn't shower, so it wasn't like there was any confidence he was gonna do this. And then he kind of starts walking along this row of trees we had planted, and he picks the thickest possible one. So I would say it's probably like the average human thigh in diameter. It's probably like 8-9 inches. It's a solid piece of wood, not something that I would necessarily be wanting to like punch really, really hard. And sure enough, he winds up, looks back at everybody in the window, probably taking one last glance at everyone thinking he's cool before it's done forever, and he just punches the tree as hard as he can. And he punches the tree so hard that you can hear the sound of him punching the tree through the glass. And everybody just goes, oh, because guess what? After he punches the tree that hard, nothing happens. The tree doesn't immediately fall apart. It doesn't get destroyed. It's not Minecraft where you have a little destruction bar being like, just punch the tree 15 more times to get your wood. No, in real life, things that are harder than your fist just suck to punch. And they see the kid kind of yelp in pain, but he like tries to act tough because he knows people are watching. And you would think at that point, it's like, all right, my little hypothesis is up. Minecraft trees are not reality. This isn't how it works. But no. Minecraft Kid instead doubles down and starts to hit the tree like repeatedly, insanely hard. I don't know if he thought that because like in Minecraft you have to punch the tree a lot, that's what his method should be. I don't know really what was going through his mind other than the fact that this kid just starts wailing on this tree like it's a punching bag. And finally, after like 8 punches, one of the coaches goes, we gotta stop this kid. And they start running out there to like prevent him from punching the tree anymore. And as they're running up there, he's still hitting it. They get over there and like pull the kid away from this tree that he's still trying to punch. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. If you take a look at your screen now, you will see a gift card code. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card in every single video I post here on the channel as a way to say thank you to you guys for subscribing and turning on those notifications. So, if you haven't already subscribed, turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. I give away free money, you got nothing to lose. And thanks, I'll shut up now. And they start pulling him back into the gym. And they get into the gym, and the kid is screaming that, like, it was just a couple more punches. He saw that it was about to break. They just need to give him more time. And as they're dragging him, dude, people are looking at the kid's knuckles. And his hands are pretty messed up, because that's what happens when you punch a tree 50 times really hard. It doesn't end well for you. So everybody's kind of like, dude, why would you do that? Like, he thought in his head, I think, that everyone would think he was crazy tough. But even as he's getting dragged away, everyone's like, bro, like, why would you do that? Are you okay? And, you know, he's still begging the coaches to let him go back out there and hit the tree more. And then he starts looking at the people that are watching him and being like, yeah, that's right. Next time you want to mess with me, just imagine that, like, I'll do what I just did to that tree to you. Which goes to show, I think he was probably just trying to act tough and show that he could punch a tree a lot. I just don't think he understands that that's not very tough, bro. Like, if you mess with me, I'll do what I did to the tree to you. Let's break that down for a second. The tree is fine. The tree's gonna be good. The tree's gonna be there for another 40 years. Your hands look like you tried to, like, write an essay on a cheese grater, bro. It's just, you didn't really win. If that's your biggest threat, is that you're gonna get really hurt and I'm gonna be fine, it's just not that scary. I will say, personally, I'm not trying to fight the kid that's crazy enough to try to fight a tree, but I'm trying to, like, not fight anyone. Some dude out there, drinks enough Monster Energy and is like, no, I want to fight Satan. And he's fighting you now, Minecraft Kid. Regardless, they ended up taking him to the nurse in the office so he could get all bandaged up, like his hands and whatnot, right? So they bandage up his hands, and he goes to other classes, and I guess all day he kept, like, changing his story on what happened. Originally it was somebody was making fun of him while we were running the mile, so he punched a tree in half with his bare hands to show him that they should back off. And then when people started being like, that's not what happened, it changed to he was trying to, show someone a karate move, so he did it on a tree and it broke. He kept trying to tell people that the tree had broke. But I don't really know why he was going for that, like telling everyone the tree was broken, because the trees were like in front of our school. So everyone could see the trees like walking through school all day. So it was really obvious that none of them had been broken. And yeah, to this day, Minecraft Kid probably is out there punching trees somewhere, dude. We got to make sure that this guy does not get into national parks. We got to keep those places nice and sacred. I really don't know how you can, like, let that compute this much. The kid was delusional enough to dress up like a creeper, act like a creeper one time, but, I guess role-playing is sort of normal. You've got to be pretty out of touch with reality to start thinking that you can punch a hole in a tree like Minecraft is real, dude, because, there's a lot of stuff in Minecraft that ain't too real. You got floating islands, man. You got, like, you feed a dog a bone once and it just never hurts you. Maybe that's his next training, bro. He's gonna go to, like, the Yellowstone Park where they have all the wolves with 2 bones and then, like, give a wolf a bone and it's gonna attack him and he's not gonna understand why. You were supposed to be friendly. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like getting your logic and understanding how the world works from Minecraft is just going to end with you punching a tree a lot and hurting your hand. That's really the only possible outcome. Anyways, guys, that's basically the story. There's not really a happy ending or a sad ending other than everyone just kind of knowing this dude's nuts and willing to fight inanimate objects. I hope it was entertaining, though. If you found it entertaining, I'd really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought of the video. It really helps out. And subscribe if you're new. Turn on those notifications. If you really want to help out the channel, you can use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. You get a discount when you do that. It helps me out, and it's super awesome. Other than that, the intro song will be down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast. And last but certainly not least, if you take a look at your screen now, you'll see the coolest merch to ever exist in the history of the planet, which can be yours by also checking out that link down below. But yeah, on that note, guys, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I will see all of you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.